Hi, it's Dwyer, gamblersadvisory.com. Remember, the opinion you should always follow should be your own. Just consider these videos to be a second opinion. Manny Pacquiao. I do not believe that Manny Pacquiao is going to fight Floyd Mayweather simply because there is one thing that rules boxing, and it is economics. And just like Floyd Mayweather can make $40 million without fighting Manny Pacquiao, and that's exactly what Floyd did by fighting Shane Mosley, well, Manny Pacquiao can also make $40 million without fighting Floyd Mayweather. There is really a undeveloped storyline in boxing where promoters do better when they're on both sides of the fight. In other words, all things being equal, a promoter is assured of getting the winner in the fight if he controls both of the fighters. Now, Bob Arum is an excellent promoter. I'm not accusing him of any wrongdoing, but understand, Bob Arum doesn't own Floyd Mayweather. Bob Arum has contracts with Manny Pacquiao and Antonio Margarito. And so Bob Arum would be much better off if Manny Pacquiao fought Tony Margarito instead of Floyd Mayweather, because he would be guaranteed the winner. Let me also say that in boxing, there is a story that doesn't get the front page. Manny Pacquiao is a great guy. The nickname he prefers is Pac-Man. But there is a darker nickname that is running around boxing in reference to Manny Pacquiao, and it has to do with his dominance in past fights against elite fighters who just happen to be of Latino heritage. Right? Manny Pacquiao has beaten Marco Antonio Barrera. He has beaten Eric Morales. He has beaten Oscar De La Hoya. Victories like that have earned him the nickname the Mexicutioner, the Mexican assassin. The Latino community is very aware of that nickname. They are avid fight fans with a long history of boxing excellence, and they are chomping at the bit to see Manny Pacquiao in the ring with a Latino boxer who can give him a very good fight. And one exists. His name is Antonio Margarito, the same fighter who was promoted by Bob Arum. Now, Bob Arum had Manny Pacquiao fight his last fight in the new Dallas Cowboy Stadium. Understand that Texas is literally adjacent to Mexico. Also understand that Bob Arum has literally made a mint promoting Latino furry fights, Latino fury fights. He knows that the Latino community supports pay-per-view on a level that other communities do not. I believe that a Manny Pacquiao Antonio Margarito fight might get 100,000 paying customers to Cowboy Stadium and might generate well north of the 1.4 million pay-per-view buys that Floyd Mayweather generated against Shane Mosley. Let me also point out that because Antonio Margarito was suspended for using loaded gloves against Shane Mosley, he doesn't have the best bargaining power right now. Quite frankly, he would be fortunate to receive $5 million or $7 million. He'd be fortunate to receive the kind of money that Shane Mosley received for his fight against Floyd Mayweather. So if this fight were to clear, 1.4 million pay-per-view buys, which is the number that Floyd got against Shane Mosley. Manny Pacquiao could well make $40 million fighting Antonio Margarito, a fight that Bob Arum would prefer because Bob Arum would be guaranteed the winner of that fight. Now let's talk about that fight. For those reasons, I do not feel, even though there is a groundswell among boxing fans to find out who is the best pound for pound, Manny Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather, I do not believe that Manny Pacquiao fights Floyd Mayweather, even though Pacquiao yesterday said that he would be willing to be tested 14 days before the fight. Let me also point out, too, that the smartest man in the room might well be Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach would actually prefer Manny Pacquiao fight Floyd Mayweather. He doesn't want Manny Pacquiao fighting Antonio Margarito, and there's a simple reason why, and it's the purpose of this video. It's because he might think, like I do, that Antonio Margarito beats Manny Pacquiao. It's a controversial position, but it's a position I'm taking in this fight. Let me just point out, Shane Mosley beat Antonio Margarito. It's an outcome I did not expect, but Mosley hits a lot harder than Manny Pacquiao. Mosley has one punch knockout power. Manny Pacquiao does not. Let me also point out that Antonio Margarito is not Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya was a left-hand dominant fighter fighting out of an orthodox position. When he tried to jab Manny Pacquiao with his left, his dominant hand was extended and he was naked. Antonio Margarito hits with both hands. As for Antonio Margarito neutralizing speed, understand that Antonio Margarito once got a TKO victory over Sergio Martinez. Margarito is able to neutralize speed because he is very skilled at figuring out what's a feint and what's not a feint. Also, Margarito is not afraid to take a punch, to throw a punch. And since he's the bigger man in the fight, you can imagine if Manny Pacquiao comes in with a very quick straight left, which I believe is his signature, I believe Tony Margarito will be able to take that left, will be able to throw his own left and right, get Manny Pacquiao in a shootout, and I believe a shootout against Antonio Margarito is the quickest way to lose a fight. Remember, Shane Mosley was able to beat Tony because Shane throws very short, very hard punches, right? Shane is really a slugger masquerading as a boxer. Unless you have Shane Mosley punching power, you aren't going to be as fortunate against Tony. And keep in mind, whether or not Tony loaded his gloves, the one thing we do know is that Tony handled Miguel Cotto's punches. If he handled Cotto's punches, I believe he handles Manny Pacquiao's punches. Also, think about the dynamics of the fight. Manny Pacquiao and Antonio Margarito like to fight coming forward. This is going to be a force the issue fight. Neither guy throws combinations backing up. I believe when both guys come forward, the bigger man is going to have the upper hand. So I like Antonio Margarito. Keep in mind too, Margarito is a murderous body puncher. What that means is he has no problem getting leverage and getting off very hard punches to the body or to shorter opponents like Manny Pacquiao. I would encourage viewers to take a look at Tony's fight, the rematch against Kermit Cintron, where he took out Cintron's body, right? So I believe Tony's going to be throwing very hard punches on the shorter Manny Pacquiao, just like he threw very hard punches on the shorter Miguel Cotto. I like Margarito in the fight. Let me know your thoughts. Leave them for me here on YouTube. Thanks for watching.